40 years ago, if I had like an emergency, like I'm in some downtown area, I'm like, oh no, I need someone's help. I would feel comfortable like stopping some like 25-year-old guy, like, hey man, help me out. I feel like he would know what to do. Now, I wouldn't stop anybody who looked like they were under like 40. I don't trust like a Gen X or not a Gen X, I should say, millennial and Gen Z capacity to like know how to do anything in the real world.
So you'd then trust the boomers to help you?
I would. And as much as I criticize the boomers, no one loves boomers more than me. I will say I'm a big fan of the boomers. And
Black
they
person
really,
expert. Nobody loves women.
Nobody loves women more than me. Nobody loves black people more than me.
Trump
and nobody
does.
loves boomer. Well, I allowed Trump to say that.
No, he said no one has more respect for women than I do.
It's true. And again, those are my talking points. I let him borrow them because he right now has more influence than I do. So I was being very generous there. But it's true. Every time I paste the Uniform Crime Report from the FBI, Table 43, on a Twitter account that I will not reveal, it's because I love black people and I want them to do well. Same thing with women. Same thing with boomers. And the boomers really do like know how to do things with their hands because they came from a generation which was still at a stage of capitalism where things hadn't integrated towards the subscription model yet. So you'd buy a toaster and it would work, and then it would break and you would fix it. That was the thing that happened. And then pretty soon, because we masturbated to free markets or whatever, you're at a stage where now they realize that everything is more profitable for the companies if you can transform everything to some form of subscription service. We talked about this before. Blockbuster protectionism. You no longer rent movies, or you no longer even own movies. You have Netflix, a streaming service. That's a subscription.
You ruined me, because every single time I go on these services like Amazon or whatever, and I'm scrolling through trying to find something to watch, I think of you and I think of this point, and then I hate myself because I'm like,
but
why
people use it because it works. I mean,
it is so frustrating.
People like love to criticize Amazon and Twitter, but we're all using it because Amazon, you can get a package the next day, and Twitter, it's fun.
They managed to do it with products too. You no longer buy a product that's going to
my brain.
It's
though,
so
dude.
true.
I can't.
I
now
live
I just
rent
turn
free
it
in the
off
heads
'cause
of
I get
so many
mad.
women. But it's true. It's like they did the same thing with products. It's like you no longer buy a toaster that's going to work. You buy a toaster, it breaks, and you buy another one. It's like everything. It's like the World Economic Forum. It'll be 2030. You will own nothing, and you will be happy.
That's because everything that you own will be broken.
Service. True, and then you'll.
Well, even the games now too are digital
it.
downloads, and you have to be on the same device. It actually freaked me out the other day too. That when I was not from what you guys were talking about, but just when I realized that everything in this country is technically owned not by the people who own it.
Yeah.
And the power of that, meaning with the COVID vaccine passports, the way that you can easily shut someone out from not just like banking or like grocery stores, but just even like if, let's just say, cars go into a lease model rather than a purchase model, you won't be able to own a private vehicle. And if vehicles are automated like trucks, then they can shut down the economy whenever they want to and hold people hostage based off of food. Not just you can't go into a grocery store, just we can shut your town off. Your whole town wants to revert. Your whole town can't get resources now. So it's like the move is to have this control. And I've just seen the slow move towards that where, dude, I have my phone. It's a year old. It's almost destroyed. And they're like, do you want to get a new phone? And I was like, this one works. Like, why do I want to get a new phone? I never saw anything more grabby, because like it's not cheap. A phone's not cheap. It's like 1/50th of the average income, right? And that's before taxes. They're advertising and pushing it. And I asked the person, like, do most people do this? And like, honestly, yeah, most people we call and ask if they want to upgrade, they just do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but why? Because it's like, because you think that society is having something that's new, not something of value. And society is always about attaining something that you can't have, that isn't possible. And they get you stuck in this funnel. And like, it's kind of sad that we hold on to nothing. Like we hold on to nothing. We don't even have anything from when we were kids. Like it's all gone.
If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe to our channel so you'll be sure to see similar videos from BlazeTV with the added bonus of signaling YouTube that your voice and opinion still matters. And if you're looking for more great conservative content, check out one of the 2 videos suggested here.